So this is going to be a quick run through of a problem we had in class and how to solve it. Um, so they want you to determine the empirical formula of a compound which contains that many grams of carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Now remember, the empirical formula is the formula with the lowest number coefficients, right? So it's been reduced basically. So first we need to convert each mass to moles, and you do that by using the mole ratio as a conversion factor. Create ratios of each mole to the smallest number of moles, and this will give you the ratio for the empirical formula, right? So the first thing we do is we take each mass in grams and we multiply it by the mole ratio, okay? And so we do that for each one. Now, where do we get the mole ratio? We look at the periodic table. So for example, we go to ptable.com, hydrogens, mole ratio is right here. 1 mole of hydrogen is 1.008 grams, right? 1 mole of carbon is 12.011 grams of carbon, okay? So that's how we get the mole ratio. So we multiply all that out, and these are the numbers we get. Nitrogen has the smallest number of moles. So that tells us that it's going to be the smallest subscript in the formula. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a ratio of each substance to nitrogen. Okay. So then that gives us this. 2.27 divided by 1.13. I took the 2.7 and divided by 1.3. That gives me basically 2. And then I take the 6.80 and divide it by 1.13, and that gives me basically 6. And I take the 1.13 and divide it by 1.13, and that gives me 1. So that is my ratio. I have for every 6 hydrogens, I have for every 6 hydrogens, I have 2 carbons, and for every 6 hydrogens or 2 carbons, I have 1 nitrogen. So these are my subscripts. So then we write the formula C2H6N. There's an invisible 1 telling me there's 1 nitrogen. Okay? So that's how you do that kind of problem. All right. And hopefully this helps, and I'll see you in class.